everyone, it's Holly and I'm here to talk about Disney commercials. So this was kind of inspired by a relatively recent RTT or Remember That Time video from AllEars. I'll link the video below. I think it's called like How Disney is Manipulating You. I think I might show you a part of that video as well, because there's one part where they talk about like campaigns they would like to see, and Molly shares a campaign that, like, no joke, Disney needs to make this commercial because her talking about it made me cry. So yeah, but they didn't touch on a lot of commercials that I really like. Specifically, there was a campaign of commercials called Magic Happens. They get like taken down off of YouTube all the time for some reason, which is really annoying. So I was only able to find a few of them to talk about today, and they're not all like my favorites. I mean, like, a couple of them are really good, but some of my favorites aren't up anymore from what I can find. If I can find them, I'll try to come back. I thought I would start, I found a couple of like compilations of Disney commercials, and I'm sure there's a lot of commercials I haven't seen. Like, they talked in the RTT video about this like Pandora one with the animatronic from Navi River Journey, and I had never seen that commercial before, so maybe that one will show up in here. I don't know. So we'll do that first, and then we'll talk about some of my favorites. There's like cat hair in my mouth because that's my life. This one is called, and I had like just like googled commercials. This one is called Best Disney Commercials from S. Dan Wolf. Okay. I'm like such a sucker for the kids commercials.
Dad, you gonna miss me.
I'm not even gonna notice you're gone.
This is like my favorite kind of Disney commercial. It's my favorite kind of commercial in general, is the kind where it's like a very soft sell and they're selling the emotion. I think that's why you would say like manipulating you. But that's what I like better in this, I think, especially because like my dad and I have a very close relationship. And like Disney is a huge part of that. I'm sure that's why. But I also just love this idea of like parents, especially dads, because a lot of times dads like don't get enough attention, being like emotionally connected to their children. I'm like a huge sucker for that. You'll see that in one of the future videos or the commercials that I really like. Oh, I've seen this one before.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
This is the kind of commercial I feel like is really good, like would be really good for like when the parks were reopening. I know that Disneyland Paris just announced that they're reopening in June, which is really exciting. Disneyland is obviously open now, and Disney World is of course opened. But this feels like a return.
Every day, we prepare to make your dreams come true in ways you've never imagined. Come live your dream during the year of a million dreams going on right now at the place where dreams come true.
That was actually really good quality for being a Year of a Million Dreams commercial, because that was a long time ago. That was like my senior year of high school. I mean, it was like 18 months, but still. I actually got a pin lanyard, and I still have it, and the pins, I think my pins are up there. I don't know where the lanyard is.
A dazzling place I never knew. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. Let me share this whole new world with you.
Oh, sorry, my cat's like throwing things. I think that like that again is great. It's selling emotion and memories, and I love the idea of taking this like love song, this like song and these words that you know so well, and like making it even more. I think Disney does a really good job of doing stuff like that.
Think of the happiest things. It's the same as having wings. To the stars beyond the blue, there's a Neverland waiting for you. When you leave the world behind, you can fly. You can fly. You can fly.
Oh, I love this one. This is a classic.
Hello? It's food! Let's go! Let's go! Jasmine! Hi! I saw you 3 times!
Well, I guess you've seen just about everybody.
I've been so nice to meet you.
There's never been a better time to make the dream come true.
Here, Cinderella. I'm pretty sure she has her own room. That's Walt, way before your time. And Mickey's here somewhere, not the one you haul around at home, the real guy. Now I'll be Jasmine and you be Aladdin.
Come share the excitement at our year-long celebration of Walt Disney's 100th birthday.
Boy, if it wasn't for me, you'd miss everything.
We share a dream come true.
Make plans at DisneyWorld.com.
Are you sleepy? No. What do you think it's gonna be like? Mom says there's even more magical stuff now.
Okay, guys, back to bed.
We're too excited to sleep.
Imagine how excited your kids will be when their favorite Disney stories come to life on a magical Walt Disney World vacation.
You sleep?
No, too excited.
I heard that.
That's a classic. Every time the night before I go to Disney World, my dad and I talk about being too excited to sleep. Like if we're together or not together the night before, we like reenact that commercial.
Oh, this is so tough.
Need some help?
No. Wait, sure though. I think I got through. There we go.
You don't wanna miss out on right here, right now. 'Cause you get the chance and you take it, making the best you can make. You don't want.
For the happiest celebration on earth.
It's the time of your life. You don't wanna miss out on right here, right now. 'Cause you get the chance and you take it, making the best you can make it. Why should you hold back? It's the time of your life. You don't wanna miss out on right here, right now. There's so many reasons why.
When you think about it, there's so much in life worth celebrating. From the smallest moments to the biggest milestones, to beginning January, joining us at one of our parks on your birthday, absolutely free. Register your birthday now at DisneyParks.com. What will you celebrate at the place where dreams come true?
There is a place where eyes grow bigger than saucers. Place
to dream the impossible dream. to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chased from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far.
Honey? Honey?
What, what's wrong?
Honey, I can't sleep.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I worry we're drifting.
Drifting? Like a boat?
No, you know, apart. I mean, all we ever talk about anymore is the bills and work and
know,
kids.
That's just natural. You know, that's just where we are in our lives, that's all.
And you never talk to me anymore.
What do you mean I never talk to you? I'm talking to you right now.
No, I mean like you used to.
What do you mean?
You know, you never talk to me in that special way like you used to.
I know, but we were younger then. We were in college.
See, that's what I mean. We're drifting.
No, we're not drifting. Just because I don't talk to you in that special way.
They're just so good, like such good commercials, and it's just that like subtle, it's this idea of selling Disney as like a part of your life, not just the parks or the movies or toys or something. It's much broader than that, and that's just what I like in my commercials. So let me know if you remember the Magic Happens commercials. Oh, there was also one, I can never find it, but I know it existed because my parents remember it too. But it's like this family with a little girl and then like a little boy in a stroller in an elevator with somebody, and the little girl is just talking and talking and talking about their Disney trip, like everything about the trip, and my cat's ripping up my carpet, but she's just like going on, you know, like kids do, you know, they talk like I do as a 32-year-old, and then she says something about her brother, and she's like, Mom and Dad call him our little souvenir. Oh my god, it's perfect. I love it. Okay, so now let's do Molly's ad campaign for Disney.
The scene, Princess Fairy Tale Hall.
One thing that Disney and the Disney marketing team will always do is they know the emotional investment that folks have with them and their product.
There are a lot of little girls waiting to meet the different princesses.
Right, and that's not a bad thing. I think it's great that we all can find something to identify with Disney. I think that's a great unifying force that we need. Right, not to be too sappy, but that's what we need as people, especially now.
But there's one person there waiting to meet a certain princess who looks a little different than everybody else. And when she gets to the front of the line, it's actually a grandmother.
So what Disney does very well is they understand that, and they will continue to play on that, because not only do we feel it as guests and people who consume the product.
And she walks up to the princess, who in Spanish greets her and says, hello, I'm Elena, it's nice to meet you.
But as somebody who once worked for the organization, I can tell you that everybody who works there feels it too in some way.
And in Spanish, the grandmother says back to Elena that she's never been able to talk to a princess before. And she takes her picture with Elena, and her granddaughter is wearing an Elena dress.
So we're really just finding a nice way to speak to one another about something we're all passionate about.
I've watched that happen in Fairy Tale Hall.
And hey, it all started with a mouse.
Are you happy you're making me do this?
You think it's time to get up?
Yeah, I don't even know how many times I've watched that. Obviously, like, it's a very good idea, right? Like, I think it's a great idea. I think Disney should make that commercial. But I think the way it's edited, her and Alan talking about it, the AllEars editor or editors are artists, honestly, with the music and everything, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I love this idea of showing how Disney is for everybody, and I think that that would be amazing. And I think especially with things, with characters like Elena now, giving people that opportunity and that diversity and the idea of feeling seen is such a big deal, and I love it. I think that's what I love about a lot of those commercials. Like I said, even though I don't necessarily see myself in a lot of them, I see a lot of people that I know in them. You know, I see parents, I see grandparents, I see single people, I see young couples, I see all of these different people who can experience Disney. And it's this idea of Disney being a uniting thing, that while we have a lot of different, like, we can all have like all these different lives and experiences, but we can have this one thing in common, and this one thing that can bring us together. And I think Alan's right. It's just us trying to speak to each other. And you know, obviously, like, Disney marketing is marketing, and I think even if there are marketers who like honestly believe what they're doing, they're obviously doing it to sell you something, and I'm not trying to pretend that they're not. To me, I mean, obviously I have a channel talking about Disney. I think that Disney is really powerful, and I think that it's an amazing thing. I think it's an amazing force, and I think the fact that these commercials can make you feel something isn't just a testament to the ability of the ad agency or Disney's, to Yellow Shoes. I think Disney does almost all of their marketing in-house. And I believe Yellow Shoes is their advertising arm or marketing arm. It still gets to us because it does mean something at the end of the day. Yeah, I don't know. I just love it. I love those kinds of commercials. I love the idea, like I said probably 50 million times in this video, of it just being part of your life in all areas. So yeah, those are some Disney commercials, me reacting to some I've never seen before, me showing you some that I love, some I wish existed. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!